is Paul Schuler. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Arizona in the United States. I'm an expert on Vietnamese politics and more generally politics of East and Southeast Asia. I've been with the Asia Barometer survey team since 2015. I joined to help oversee the fourth wave of the Vietnam survey and then have stayed on since then to also be part of the fifth wave of the survey, where I've worked with Kantar TNS to help implement the survey. So for me, when I think about the Asia Barometer survey on this 20th anniversary of ABS, I think there's three unique strengths of ABS that other surveys or other data sources can't replicate. First, I think that ABS really helps us understand the relationship between democracy, economic development, and values. So particularly within East Asia, there's been a longstanding theory, started with Lee Kuan Yew, but also proposed by others, that one of the reasons why East Asia has developed so much more quickly than many other countries or many other regions in the world, despite the fact that many of the regimes haven't been democratic during all of this period, is that there is something unique to East Asian values that have helped East Asia develop. And I think what the Asia Barometer survey helps to do is to provide some empirical assessment of that important thesis. And I think a number of studies have used Asia Barometer survey data kind of to show that this East Asian values thesis in some areas doesn't have perhaps as much support as we might think. So I think this is one really key benefit of the Asian Barometer survey. Another component of the Asia Barometer survey that I found valuable, both from other people's work, but also in my own work, is the extensive survey batteries on social trust or generalized trust. So there has been a lot of studies, starting with Francis Fukuyama, but others who have suggested that social trust is the bedrock for democracy and also the bedrock for economic development. And the Asia Barometer survey has a wide range of questions that try to assess the degree to which social trust does actually facilitate democracy and economic development. And I found in my own work with Kaiping Huang, who's also a member of the Asia Barometer survey team, we've actually felt that we found that social trust is the glue that binds not only democracy, but it also binds autocracy. So we found that through the Asia Barometer survey, we've been able to find that social trust can have sort of effects in stabilizing whatever regime that happens to be in place. One other thing I want to also focus on is within Vietnam specifically, as that is sort of my area of expertise. And I think this is where, for me, Asia Barometer really shines. I've participated in a number of surveys in Vietnam, and there are obviously, because of the nature of the political environment, a number of questions that are very difficult to ask, particularly with regard to attitudes towards democracy, attitudes towards the regime. And Asia Barometer survey really provides a very unique source of data in terms of being able to assess how much support there is for democracy in Vietnam. But also more broadly, there are a number of questions that are useful for assessing ideological differences of the population within Vietnam. And just recently, I've put together a paper with a couple other experts on ideology to assess whether there are regional variations in Vietnam with regards to pro-market attitudes or sort of communist attitudes. And interestingly, we found, despite the fact that many people would predict that North Vietnam would be more communist and anti-market, we've actually found that throughout Vietnam, there's actually fairly similar degrees of ideology throughout the country. But again, Asia Barometer survey, with its extensive battery of items relating to ideology, is really the only survey available that would be able to help address some of these questions. So I think moving towards the future, I think Asia Barometer survey is going to continue to provide a valuable set of tools and set of data to help address really important questions related to ideology and development. And I think in particular, of particular importance now, given concerns with authoritarian backsliding, I think Asian Barometer survey will really continue to be a very important resource for scholars trying to assess the strength of existing democracies and the propensity with which they might revert back to autocracy in the future. So I think now more than ever, we need Asia Barometer survey to really continue into the next several decades. So thanks a lot, and look forward to another 20 years, and congratulations to all the ABS team for 20 great years that have passed already. Thanks a lot.